Versus.
Flex Blizzy.
Student Do.
Versus.
Big Daddy Koshki.
Versus.
Peace Soldier.
Postal.
Versus.
Ghost out, baby.
Icky fucking worthless.
Versus. Hennessy.
Resa.
Versus.
Briggsy.
Chaos, 8th of November.
This ain't nothing but that punchline rap. Gun signs bracket. Plus my dad's bigger than yours. Yeah, we're kicking indoors, getting grandmothers in them figures of four. Ooh, some would say that shit's a tad nasty. Remember you are speaking to Diana's paparazzi. Yeah.
OCB Real Talk. Fella, introduce yourself.
O Shea, what's happening? Shout out to OilCityBattles.
Welcome on the show, my brother. It's good. You're a bit of a legend in the scene, let's be honest. But let's go back. Let's go back to where it started, man. Let's start at the very start. How did you get firstly into music and secondly into battle rap?
Well, to be honest, I think they both really came together because when I first started rapping, I was 14, 15, and it was just for 2 years. I wasn't a rapper. You wouldn't say you were a rapper, but you'd write your own lyrics down, and then one day in school somebody said, "Oh, he's a rapper as well," about somebody else. And then as soon as somebody heard as soon as there's two rappers in the school, everyone was like, "You need to have a fucking battle," and that's when it started. And that was like 2000, something like that. And then as we got a bit older, you did find out there was other people in the school who rapped. And then when you got to the age where you were 16, 17, and you started going to parties, it used to become a bit of a party trick. So we'd end up going to these parties, and then there'd be a battle outside because everyone knew there was 3 or 4 rappers in the place. So it just become using all outside now, battling outside now, sort of thing. And it just evolved from that, really. And that was just like, there was no like professionalism about it. That was just in the park at a party, outside a pub type stuff. There's footage. There's a lot of footage of that stuff on YouTube, but it's very hard to find. We sort of like haven't blocked it out of. It's there, but it's not like we advertise it for people to see. Like,
yeah. So, like, going on, you've obviously like you were at the first Don't Flop event that was in Brighton underneath a car park. Like,
yeah.
How did that come about, man?
Well, so what it was is obviously Jump Off had just finished. What happened? The 2006 Jump Off. That was the first time I'd ever heard of anything in Britain that was professional. They had the odd Rampage battle in Liverpool, and Manchester done one as well, I think. That was the first, but Jump Off was the first time I'd ever heard of it. And I remember watching those Jump Off ones and thinking, that 2006 one, I thought, these are unbelievably good. These are really high standard. So the 2007 one, me and Rick Riley were debating whether I'd enter in it, and then we thought no, because the standard was that good in the 2006 one. We didn't want to just jump straight in it because it seems to us that everybody seems to know each other who was doing that. So we thought, no, we'll leave this out. And then the 2007 one came along, and then when we were watching it, we thought we should have fucking entered it. We should have entered that. It didn't seem as good a quality as the one before. So then we were all ready for the 2008 one. That was going to be definitely going to do this, and then obviously Jump Off disappeared out the water. people like Kruger, and I'd speak to Kruger and Air before this, but I didn't even know who they were at the time. It was just people who were on the jump off for them. And then Air just one day said, "Does anybody want a battle?" And I just said, "Yeah, I'll do it." There's a few people from Liverpool said, "Yeah, we'll do it." But I was the first one who went down to Brighton like to do it. I think there was actually an event before Brighton. I didn't do it. I think it was like a Norwich event, but it never actually came out on camera. But Brighton's the official one, the official first event.
You're right, my brother. That just shows like I'm not using the legend word lightly. You get what I mean?
Use it as much as you like, fella.
moving on a little bit, bro. You move on to become the first Don't Flop champion.
Do you know what? It's a bit bittersweet, like, because I lost that battle. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I won that battle at all. But at the same time, I still gonna say that I was the first champion. And yeah, in my head, I know I think I lost that battle, but it is what it is.
I disagree. Admittedly, Centre bodied himself with half the shit that was said, man. You get what I mean?
I think that was one of the main problems, like, yeah.
But like, I do still think that you beat him anyway. But anyway, carrying on, like, we've got the 6th birthday coming up, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, that, like.
Like you've become, like, you and Kruger are the two sort of undertakers of Don't Flop right now. You've sort of become into the one event of the year, and it seems to be 6th birthday. You get me?
Yeah, I've had to start doing that because I've got that shit these days that I can't be doing it all the fucking time. So I've got to pick carefully these days.
So you got Harry Baker, man.
Yeah. It's been a hard one to prepare for, like, because usually most of the people who I'm going against straight away, without even having to who I'm against, you know everything about them. And I do know a bit about Harry Baker, but nowhere near as much as I know about Charlie Clips or Tony or Shotty Orange, you know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. And I'm going back to my old style for this one. Like, I was thinking, fuck it. I'm just going joke. Fuck all that. I actually felt a bit for a year or so. Felt a bit pressured into sacking the jokes off a bit and coming with the bars. And I don't know why the fuck. I sit back and watch some videos now and I think, what the fuck was I playing at? And like saying bars that I don't even know how they make sense. You had to read them in a fucking word for word to see how that would make sense and put it all in. And then I'm saying that in these battles, thinking, that's going to impress some of these new. And the fuck that shit. That's gone now. Like, they're just jokes 24/7 now. Like, again. But it's interesting because I don't know. He's a lot as a wordsmith. I suppose he's a lot more clever than me. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm just fuck it. Going back to having fun doing it. So
it's good to hear, my man. That's good to hear. So let's go in on the card itself, man. We're obviously gone in your match, but day one. Let's start day one. Pamphlet versus Calcium Kid.
That'll be a funny one. Like, I'm gonna say Calcium Kid just because he hasn't battled for so long. And I know Pamphlet hasn't really battled that much, but Pamphlets. I've seen him in like on weekends, and he's doing 7 or 8 battles just in the fucking. He battles all the time, Pamphlet. You know what I mean? Even though he's not battling on Don't Flop or whatever. And I think Calcium Kid will just have a lot of shit. I think he'll probably have 2 years worth of material because Calcium's had his stuff going on, but he's meant to have had battles in between, and I know he's prepared for battles, and then the battles haven't happened. So I'm saying Calcium, but it could easily be Pamphlet. I'm sitting on the fence. On that one.
Okay, Mr. Reed, Lotazay.
To be honest, I've got to say Lotazay just because I've seen a bit more than Lotazay, and I haven't really seen Mr. Reed against a top opponent, but he seems sick from what I've seen. So And Lottazay's got, like, no disrespect to Mr. Ree, Lottazay's got a lot more to lose, but at the same time, I think Lottazay is still, he's going to be flying out here. So it's not like he's battling someone that he doesn't know from over there, where he's battling 5 minutes away from where he lives. He's flying halfway across the world, so I'm assuming he will be putting full effort into it as well. So I'm going to say Lottazay for that one, but I want Mr. Ree to win it, so.
Okay. Enigma Bunny Godiva.
I think this will be the biggest body of the thing. That Bonnie Godiva to me is dog shit. Like, I've not seen anything from any of her things where I thought that's slightly. All of that Queen of the Ring shit. To me, it's just fucking garbage. Like, seeing these girls doing it all ba 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 just bores me senseless. Like, absolutely senseless. And then I seen Bonnie Godiva when she was against Uno Lavos, and you think, you know, if you're coming up against Uno Lavos, don't be going ba ba ba. She's done exactly the same, so I'm assuming she's going to do it here as well. And I just think it'll go down like a fucking lead balloon, like. And then Enigma straight away will say, "I'll shag you." We'll all be like that, yeah. So yeah, Enigma all day on that one.
Big J, Uno Lavos.
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Both funny motherfuckers. I think Big J's getting better all the time. But I think Uno Lavos is gonna have a lot to prove, because he came out here last time when he battled me and had 1.5 verses prepared. And I know he's not gonna do that again. Like, after that battle, when I was speaking to him and stuff, he was genuinely. You know, you think people will think, oh, he's flew over here and he's done that. He took the piss. He wasn't happy about the situation. Do you know what I mean? He was genuinely disappointed in himself. Felt like he'd let people down. You know what I mean? So he's definitely going to turn up this time and be fully prepared. I'm gonna say Big J though, just to piss Uno off a little bit. But could go either way. That one. Depends who's going to be the funniest on the day. Like. I think the Leeds crowd, I love the jokes on both sides, so it's just who's going to be slightly funnier on the day.
Kruger versus DNA.
I couldn't call that one. I'm not saying I'm sitting on the fence again, but I can't call it. I think DNA at the minute is and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of DNA, or I wasn't a huge fan of DNA, but like the last year or so, he's just got better and better, and he's so consistent now. But then Kruger's Kruger, and I don't think I've ever seen a bad performance by Kruger, ever. So I'm going to say Kruger on that one. And Kruger's my boy as well, so I've got to say Kruger on that one.
Doubles title match, Shuffle T and Marlowe versus Dialect and Zen.
I'll straight off, I'd have to say, without even thinking about it, Shuffle T and Marlowe. Not in any sort of way as the better battlers or better rappers, it's just because they've got that. They're together all the time. They live together. Do you know what I mean? They probably know each other's verses word for word, action for action, exactly how you're going to deliver it. Whereas I'm assuming Dialect and Zen will probably end up writing their own stuff. I'm probably linking up on that to do it, but not to the point where you can knock on the door and he's next door and you say, what do you think about this line? We'll tweak it this way. And Shuffle T and Marlowe have got that, and as well, plus the fact that Zen and Dialect battle a lot more in between, not just on Don't Flop but on the other channels as well, and they do the grime clashes, and they do a lot of the like cypher videos and shit, which Marlowe and Shuffle T don't really do. So I'm going to say Shuffle T and Marlowe on that. But it could easily go to Dialect and Zen as well, but I'm favourite in Shuffle T and Marlowe on that one.
Main event, day one, Shotty Horror versus Young Ill.
I think Shotty Horror will kill him. Like, because I knew Shotty was battling, so I knew there'd be a big name coming over. I was disappointed when I heard it was Young Ill. I think there's people on the card that I'd much rather see Shotty battle. Like, I'd rather Shotty be Big T. Shotty v DNA, not DNA because Kruger with DNA is just as big a battle, but Yeah, I'm Shotty all day on that one. I've never really been that impressed with Young Gill. I was hoping when I heard Shotty was battling, I was hoping it was going to be someone like Calico, or maybe Disaster or someone like that. I know he's battled before, but yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with that battle. But yeah, I'm going to say Shotty easily with that one, easily.
All right, day 2, freestyle, Dots versus DNA.
Oh, is that official battle? Is that on the
That
second?
is official, bro.
Didn't even know that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm assuming that's on beat as well. I think Dots might take that one. But DNA's a very good freestyle as well. But I've seen DNA freestyle on beats, and he's not as good as freestyling on beats as he is freestyling.
I know. It just says freestyle. It doesn't say on beat at all.
Oh, doesn't
So
it? No.
It may just be freestyle.
Well, if it's off beat, I think DNA might take it. But if it's on beat, I think Dots will take it. I think Dots can string his words together. And he, unlike a lot of other rappers, when he's rapping on beat, he makes it, which is dead hard to do, is actually making sense. You know, consistently making sense, which Dots seems to do. And like other freestylers, right? I know when I freestyle, the second bar will make sense, but the first bar, a lot of the time I just mumble the way through, and it doesn't. When you go back, if you actually went back and worked out what he's actually just said, it doesn't even make any sense. You know, like I'm punching the square, I rip out your hair. When what the fuck is punching the square? But you get away with it in freestyle battles sometimes. But I think Dots is going to take that.
We've already spoken about your battle, Quill versus Purpose.
That's Purpose, Australian Purpose, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Purpose. I like Quill. I rate Quill a lot. But that whole travelling across the world type thing, you don't travel across the world.
You've had the experience of it, so you know what these other boys are like thinking about as they come across, didn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
I
And especially with Purpose, no disrespect to the Australian scene, but with the Australian scene, it's not as big as the British scene. So there's a slight, whereas someone like Disaster can come over here and take the piss, not take the piss because Disaster hasn't, but someone of his calibre could come over here and slightly take the piss. Like it happens with the URL cats sometimes, like, but slightly take the piss because of their status. The Australians can't really do that. No offence to them, they can't really come over here and take the piss because the scene's bigger here than it is for them. There's more in it for them coming here than it is for the British person going to an Australian battle league. So I think, and Purpose is, I've watched Purpose for fucking, I think when I started battling in like 2005, 2004 properly, when I was on stage in Liverpool and stuff, and he was about on all the forums battling back then, 360 Purpose, people like Anecdote. So he's been around for years as well, Purpose, even though he still looks about 10 years old, but he's been doing it since possibly before I've been doing it, at least since I started doing it. So I'm going to go for Purpose on that one.
Alright, this is my favourite matchup of the night, right? Of all well, not even of the night, of the weekend. Ogmios versus Nilsum Skills.
Yeah, that'll be fucking brilliant. I think Ogmios is going to win that. Nils is my boy in that, but I think Ogmios is going to... I wouldn't be surprised if he wins it quite easily as well. Nothing against Nils. I think Nils is amazing. But if you go back and watch some... Having said that though, Nils on the day is brilliant. And watching it back, he's good, but he doesn't seem as good as he is on the day. So on the day, he could win it. But I'm going to go for Ogmios with that one. Like.
Alright, cool. Gemini versus Big T.
I'm going to... Do you know what? This is what I was just saying before. Would you be surprised if Big T comes over and takes the piss a bit here? I just would not be surprised. Do you know, I seen him go to King of the Dot. I've seen him go to King of the Dot and take the piss. I would not be surprised if it happens here. I think Gemini's going to win that. I think Gemini's going to win that. I've actually seen Big T like messaging, like furious with the fact that he's been given Gemini. Tweeting people saying, "What the fuck? Why have I been given?" And I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna expect what Gemini's gonna have for him. And Gemini's coming across as he's one of the best newcomers in the day. I think Gemini's gonna win that. That's not saying that I think Gemini's better than Big T. I think if it was on a URL stage, I think Big T, if he was putting full effort in, would probably beat Gemini. But I'm gonna go for Gemini on this.
Cool. C Major versus Chiller Jones.
It's a good one as well. I'm gonna go for Chiller on this. C Major's sick as well. They're both very wordplay, very technical rappers, but I'm gonna go for Chiller on this just because he's been on fire recently, Chiller Jones, and I think he will, out of all the URL cats, he'll be one of the better ones to translate to the crowd over here. Because the way he writes his bars, which is very like all that, you know, wordplay that doesn't mean what means other words, and but you say the way the accent switches and stuff. I think because of the way that's the way he does his bars, he must be putting the homework and the studying in. So if he is doing that, he'll have bars that people will relate to in Leeds, people will relate to in the UK, and relate to in Britain. Like, so I'm just gonna go for Chiller slightly on that, but I hope C Major wins that one. Like,
title match: Tony D versus Unanimous.
Do you know, I've got to go for Tony D. Have to go for Tony D. But Unanimous is unanimous, in and like. Unanimous has probably been responsible for the two best live battles I've ever seen, and I don't think he won those two battles, but like performance-wise, he's up there. So the battle's going to be sick, but I think Tony D's going to take it, but just as easily Unanimous could, because the thing is, Tony's going to lose sometime. He's going to have to lose sometime. He won't be able to go on forever.
Well, if you're to believe what's being said on Twitter, bro, Tony D, if he doesn't, like, either way, after this is apparently his last battle, bro.
Is that what he's chatting?
That's what I've heard. I've seen it mentioned.
I didn't know that.
Bro. Like, I don't want to be putting it out there as it's written in stone, but that's what he's been saying.
I'd be ashamed if that's true. Like, I'd be ashamed if it's true, but. Yeah, I didn't know that, but I'm gonna say Tony D. But I know for a fact Unanimous is gonna bring it. Like, it'll be such a different clash of styles. Tony's so laid back and so it's cleverness with writing the bars, but the thing that Tony's got, Shotty's got it as well. That he's got a cleverness with a street style as well. So. It appeals to everyone, and that's Unanimous hasn't really got that. But then Unanimous has got a style that would appeal to someone who just thinks, I want to wear crazy shit. But I'm going to say Tony D on that one. I'm going to say Tony D.
Okay, bro, that's cool. So we've gone through the card and everything. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Anything you want to bring up, go through?
The album's out soon. It's been pushed back it got pushed back since November the 20th last year. We had loads of problems with copyright. But yeah, that's out just before Christmas. Hopefully. So you check out my music videos and shit on YouTube. Our DLA stuff's all for free download now on Limerick Academy bandcamp.com. Cop all as much shit as you can off there. Yeah, that's it really, you know, that's really it, unless you got any more questions. Like,
not right now, bro. I guess like there's always a chance to come on in the future if we can create something or anything that is created to talk about. You get what I mean?
Yeah, of course, man. Okay. You should do the like on those American ones where whenever there's any beef or anything and you get someone to phone up and have a little word on there, you should start that. Every time there's any beef, I'll phone you up and you can put it online.
There you go, bro. There you go. That's it. There you go, people. We're taking it another level. See, all these people coming on the show now. Anyway, bro, like.
I know there's shitload of that. I'll be phoning you up in a week or so and have trouble with my beard. Tell you all about it,
but I'm just gonna plug my event again. The trailer's gonna be on the start of the video anyway, so you're gonna know about it. But like, if you missed it, make sure you go back and watch it. Follow all our information that's in the info underneath, all the Twitters, rah. The Bandcamp will be in the info underneath as well. And yeah, that's it, bro. Unless you got any shout outs, have you got any shout outs you want to
do? Shout out my son. That's about it. And my ma. My dad's alright as well. But
O Shea's ma.
Safe, man.
You created a legend.
She did.
But yeah, that's us out. This has been Real Talk.
Safe, man.
With O Shea.